I'm gonna take that title from you because I'm that.
Hey bro, I can't be the only one who thought that Rhea and Jade actually cut a pretty good promo for their match at WrestleMania. When you see them standing next to each other, man, like that is a money match. Right? I thought that Jade did a pretty good job at carrying her side of the promo. I did think that the handshake was a little weird because she shook with the opposite hand that you're supposed to. She says to Rhea, I respect you. I respect the work that you put into your body. I respect the accomplishments that you had, but I'm not impressed by you. I'm more powerful than you. I'm more worthy of this championship. And at WrestleMania, I'm going to beat your ass. This is how I want to see them speak to one another. They don't have a lot of history. So what's the only way to really build up this match? I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's really the only way to get to it and to get under each other's skin by casually disrespecting one another. So when Rhea turns it around, it's like, yo, no, I do respect you and I am impressed by you. I'm impressed by your physique and all the work that you put into your body, but your body is built for show. Mine is built for fighting. You know, we see you. You got a nice body, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what can you really do? A lot of fans are gonna feel real on that because people have complained about Jade's in-ring work. I have complained about Jade's in-ring work. And I'm really curious to see how Rhea is, be quite honest with you, going to get Jade through this match. I don't think Jade has the fluidity to really go with the flow. It feels like she's going to have to one step, two step, and one, and two, and three. Like really go through it without feeling the crowd and other things that wrestlers who are veterans speak about, right? So I do think that there's a little hint of legitimacy in that kayfabe kind of beef. I think that they're even working us online. If they're going to try to build this match both on screen together and X, so be it. I don't think that there's going to be a lot of brawls or run-ins. I think there's just going to be a lot of verbal confrontations, and I think the week of, you won't see Rhea headbutt Jade, and then you're going to see Jade hit her with her finisher. Is going to indicate to everybody that Rhea's going to win. Rhea's winning that championship. Let's just call it what it is. A lot of people don't like Rhea because she gets a lot of opportunities. Bianca's injured. Naomi's pregnant. There really was no one else. Just last year, everybody was like, oh, Charlotte's in another WrestleMania match for a championship. Also, let me address this real quick. The whole thing about Jade not defending her championship, Jade does not book herself at all. Once we get that through our collective minds, we'll know who to point our ire to. What's going on with Sami Zayn? Like, I feel like he's on his crash out and apology pattern. Listen, nigga, either turn heel or don't. Nobody wants to see anybody wishy-washy, which is why the exact same time, like the first time that he crashed out on Cody a couple weeks ago and then ran to apologize, you could hear the fans booing because they're like, yo, we just saw like a new direction for you and now you're going the other way. But I do see the pattern. I'm seeing the manipulation. His little snake behind was right up in Randy's grill. Like when Cody took advantage of me, I didn't like that. But then you turned around and took advantage of Cody. Because he tried to get in Randy's mind, right? But Randy actually got up in his mind. He's like, why don't you listen to the voices? Sammy's turning heel because he needs to. Because right now, going back out into the ring and yelling into the microphone, championship! It wasn't working. I, for one, thought that the obvious choice to pair Sami with was Trick Williams.
Your breath smelling like 10 pounds of bounce that ass.
Trick Williams has been coming at Sami since he got on the roster. If Sami does turn heel, then I kind of feel like that goes out of the window. We have a ready-made package of a WrestleMania match between Trick Williams and Sami Zayn, and it just seems like they're going in a different direction, and I don't know why. I don't understand why. It's the same thing that happened last year when they were building this whole tension between Roxanne and Bayley. It just disappeared. Bayley ended up not even being on Mania. When Trick said 10 pounds of bounce that ass, the whole crowd responded. The natural thing for Sami to do is go out there and defend himself and challenge Trick. But now we're going in a different direction, a direction that they need to pull the trigger on. They've been doing really well with putting Trick in positions to represent the company on The Breakfast Club and different radio shows and TV stations. I have not seen this kind of push for a brand new main roster talent to be everywhere in a long time. They didn't do this for Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker wasn't everywhere. You know what I mean? They didn't do this for Carmelo. Carmelo wasn't everywhere. And I'm not saying that Trick shouldn't be everywhere. I think that he's proven that he has the gravitas and the capability to be any and everywhere and have like interesting conversations with people.
Whoop that Trick!
Whoop that Trick.
I did kind of feel like it was weird when he came out and interrupted Randy, rubbing shoulders with a main eventer again. Awesome. But then he just kind of takes an RKO, and that's the last time we see Trick the entire night. Why don't these kids study tape? You know not to get that close to Randy Orton and just be talking, not looking directly at him. You don't study tape? Javon a couple weeks ago in the Royal Rumble, when he tried the OG cutter off the top rope to Randy Orton, do you not study tape? You can't just be going around Randy Orton like he won't RKO you out of nowhere. The brand new superstar who you propped up and had on every single television show and radio show, he shows up for 5 seconds and it's gone for the rest of the show. If you're going to have him go everywhere, feature him prominently on the show, because people are going to tune in to SmackDown to see this Trick Williams gentleman who has all this aura, has an amazing entrance. I was really surprised that they brought back the spin entrance for the regular show, because I thought that there was just going to be like a PLE thing. If you're going to promote him, have him on the show for more than one segment. There's nothing wrong with him taking an RKO from Randy, but he doesn't show up for the rest of the show.
You are cursed.
So we all were wondering who Danhausen was going to curse next. My list would have been Asuka because of the way that she's treating Kyrie. Beating up on my trauma pirate. Kyrie, you got to stand up for yourself. I wouldn't mind if you cursed Cody Rhodes so he doesn't win the championship for another year. I would have been great if he cursed Logan Paul because I mean, I think we know why. I don't think I need to go into detail with that. But him cursing The Miz or threatening to curse The Miz is awesome. He's blackmailing Miz to get him a TV show, make him a Hall of Famer.
You shall make Danhausen a WWE champion of some sort.
Maybe they should bring back the 24/7. I can't believe I'm saying this. Maybe they should bring back the 24/7 championship. Danhausen and R-Truth can go back and forth with the 24/7 championship. Miz is going to end up getting cursed. He is. We're just counting down the days or the weeks.
Cursed!
I don't think that he needs to be on a specific brand. I think he can jump from SmackDown to Raw. I think he should show up on NXT and curse somebody. Maybe JC Jane, so that Soul can finally win a championship. Even though, you know, Soul's a little bit of a heel, even though people don't want to admit that. Soul be heelish. She kind of deserved that spear from Zarya. So yeah, Danhausen, pretty awesome housing.